Yeah, we're at the level, and then 59.50. That'll be it. Then 59.70 at the pump day. Yeah, it's been really choppy since the consumer sentiment. Before we leave, another high now. Trump says Republicans must unite behind big, beautiful bills. His country will suffer greatly without legislation. Do not need grandstanders. The Republican Party.
The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home, and the crowd loves to fight on with supporting the USC Trojans. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
EE again, part of industrial, good man. Okay, ball's now starting to move. Watso Staples from.
And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
I did it. I made it free.
This is a high-scoring environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fade, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And oh, it was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
Let's see. I think even though it's an IPO, I think that's the thing. I think the demand is actually kind of important. All greedy, the big throw. This was my 7th play that we already hit.
Bringing the energy and noise early.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm even
looking to throw. It's Fuentes. Feeling some heat.
Like I said, I noticed the price
as much time as he could, but the defense got
way bigger than yesterday. The premium.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? You can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He'll pull it down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating, and they got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
The other greedy one, Allen's hitting.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long.
Sorry, Pat.
They'll run play action. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Finds his man. It's Lane. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate. Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for space. It's Cherry. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the toss. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all day long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving. And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. Keeps looking downfield. The ball squirts free. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they've still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. The pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion.
I think we're just pretty
Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, and there you go. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Across the 45. And he's running in the open. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale.
That is my favorite. That's Turkish minister, Ukraine, Russia agree to share with each other, writing their conditions for ceasefire. Parties also agreed in principle to meet again. Right, so you're getting
starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to pass. It's Fuentes.
Russia and Ukraine.
Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I don't know if that's why we're going, but we're moving up.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the PAT makes it
like
7-0.
I don't know if the market is
very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
The Turkish foreign minister, positive development between Russia, right? Skipper is going 4 feet to the damn.
He'll bring it out. It's Willis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get.
There's a live football. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you can tell. I had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip
Shit,
quick.
his website, okay, did you see me yesterday? I was in that bitch fucking hating my life. And I stayed all day. And I stayed late. I didn't leave till like 4:30.
I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, we're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tate. And that's where they'll mark
We go.
a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, and we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Oh, wait.
They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Yeah, no, this is weird. Are you ready for this? Nike.
And it'll be a touchback.
Nike 20% was traded on
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just
20%
haven't
of
been able to
Nike's
get
volume
anything going.
today.
They better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a
Disney
video.
has
And
same
you could
thing
just
with Disney.
reset the console, start over, just and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half. It's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the options, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
To have a bigger day than
On 2nd down, wants to
not
throw.
in terms of price, but in volume.
He finds his
Yesterday
man.
was his biggest volume
He
day.
knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup running the drag route.
Look at right now, Fortnite has 14 million shares.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn
Don't know if that'll
upfield.
do the
You
price.
saw that
It's already
right
up 20%, but you're going to have a little triple his volume by the end of the day. Thank you, Bob.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Have a lot of success. You pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. After the score, we'll see them breathe a little fire into
Signa showed his damage. Then Budgie, the food company, is going up. ADF and BG. Then it's time now. We're slowly starting to go. It's been, what, an hour? It's only been an hour? Are you kidding me? Bro, what? It's only been an hour. Yeah, so 59:30 now. You're about to literally 0.4 away from hitting the new high of the month.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin.
The balls are dying, you guys. Take note. Remember, we're still in the danger zone. We dabbled yesterday and bounced, but yeah, you're still first on the high. Then anything, but yeah, we're starting to do
This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over Stanford. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You've got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer ones.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Always
Touch
no
pass on the
longer
jet
agrees
sweep.
to plead guilty.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Non-personal prosecution
Well, and on
agreement.
these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's on the outside, and it puts the defense in such a critical
That could either be
You
really big or
immediately
really
have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
I don't really know. We already have
That's
the
why
rally
the offense is left to run. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it down the right side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. The throw. They're working that left side.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they touchdown Buckeyes. What a catch and run for 6. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Now, we can go down the list. There's so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies. This guy being an All-American by season's end.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Bowling news, low ticker is picking up now.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson.
China, Asia, the
get there. The defense.
Yeah,
Meta, makes the stop. The Trojans will send out the punt
unit. Some of them are up, though. Netflix
this will be a second time they've had to kick it away.
Israel attacks Yemen's Salif port.
He's got great speed, and the returner is
stopped. It looks big. It's your biggest move of the day, but until we get the headline on, just kind of let it.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just
like yesterday, you got your staples, give it
How
up,
about that quarterback?
then it'll be bad. Otherwise, they're just moving around.
Great job taking apart the defense Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did.
Exactly.
That was a masterclass in just reading coverage.
And that bowling headline's hitting again.
To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors.
Watching that goes red, but
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama from below. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're ready to get it started here in the second half.
And he needs it up or down. Fine, panic either way. Even then, that's why I think
here he comes from inside his own 5.
The upside.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
I thought it was good. I thought it was bad.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work.
Like that,
they start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive in this. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, get ready to come back to this game.
About 50% on the bottom on the slide.
But it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, no real headlines, no real developments.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really quiet. That's a great thing.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble.
Big Tech, they are dumping now financially. They're going. That's rail number 2 with another big candle. They are going lower.
Number 12 on to kick it away.
Now Pava, that one's stuck. Going down 5.
Needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offset some of the punt yardage, and
we'll see where they hit the low of the day.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41.
It's nothing here.
They'll throw it on first down.
Unfortunately, by the time you'll be really
makes his connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and
it is the low of the day, but 0.01, 0.01.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Russell surprisingly doing the best.
Looking to move it through the air. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew they were going to double coverage out wide, making sure they don't get the touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a
touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, if you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on 1st down.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. A 3rd and long coming up here.
But remember,
he's looking downfield to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first.
Staples, I don't think we're panicking. I don't think anybody's.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt.
Talk about you can move down, but it doesn't mean you're going to get a fair mark.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20.
But I think
here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate this.
That's the blow of the day, but remember, you're favorably negative. Now is actually green. You just went negative on the slide out. Yeah, the equal weight is up. This is exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
Looking to throw, it's Fuentes.
This week,
throws to the
equal
wideout.
weight didn't really go up.
Pass
you guys see it?
Intercepted.
You know, you had the gap.
Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw.
That might change. Go by end of the day.
Wide out in motion.
By end of the day,
they'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to get to it. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
Last like week or 2. Then you got
quarterback empties his backfield.
Into the low. the currencies are moving more than any asset.
He's looking to throw it.
Meaning that it's not that bad.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
Euro keeps
After
fucking
40, there
after
he
the hit
goes.
for now to rotation, but
They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Fights off a defender. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Fuentes. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Quick completion on the out. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Staple rotation.
Got to have better tackling in the back end of the defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because he missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
You either got Staples, how that plays out, or
and the punishment has been extended.
Maybe we're going to get some training. That's where I'm at right now.
The offensive line will take you to the
so I think you're still prone to get one big. You're prone to chopping it. For now, like I'm saying, those are the things going on. One part rotation, another part got dollar currency shit moving. But we don't know what it means yet.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Shakes off the defender. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get the first down, get a new set of downs.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday, yeah.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
It's part of it is the dollar.
They'll give it to him again.
It is the currency stuff. You know
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Rotating back. Taking a little profits on back 7.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
But now, like I'm saying, the euro dollar, that could be the part that gets panic. If that's not it.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They get him down after he makes a catch.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build up for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They're bringing heat. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They want to just keep throwing it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He makes a catch. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
That's right. Keep the offense rolling. Trying to find some plays that I can use throughout the season. That I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today. I'm looking for the future.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies, playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
That keeps going.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pass motion from the offense.
Eyes out for Dollar.
On the run, it's Cherry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback adapting.
He'll
pull it down and run.
Still batter. You're still 40 minutes
up the first
off
down
of
and
zero.
gets down
Kind
to
of crazy.
avoid contact.
Only Near's deal to avoid prosecution and crash
And the
case.
Buckeyes have this
They're
offense
pumping that
rolling.
one again. Again, Reuters and the
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
That's coming out again.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Again.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
All right, spy back to
There have been a lot of good plays for this
Again,
defense
just
in
watch
this
the
game
staple
so far.
dynamic
And the
until
pass
we
is
get a headline.
intercepted.
He was on the high.
And he will step
all
out of
day.
bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a runner, so you probably subbed yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight.
But there is a lot of stuff up.
Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win.
Most Fargo now on the high.
Keep fighting to the very end.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, USC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tulane is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in New Orleans for some time. They're up by 21 over North Texas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Russell is the winner of the
Halfway
day.
there on
Bonds are
first down
dying.
and 2nd and 5.
Nasdaq is still in the red. The only one that
Leaves it with
still
the back.
very, very small.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive
Amen.
alive.
I hope you guys go. I hope y'all live up to your potential, okay? I hope y'all, all you guys, better know you have a future. You know that?
Going up
Life
top
is
on first
beautiful.
down.
God is
Pressure
beautiful.
coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down.
I don't know.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is exactly where you're going to be yesterday. Like, when you've got the lead, let the football game, just run the football,
watch the
and they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense, a lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. It's not like when you get beat up, a lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
They were on the free market.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Gonna run it. It's Buckley. Jumped on top of the pile.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah,
Just
but
spectacular execution
Edwards
there.
is going. Remember, we saw that
Man
one
down
move
on
there.
the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with touchdown? Ohio State.
Getting in the
And
Euro
the
flow,
road
but
is on.
see if this turns into
That score will give them
everything
a
up
little more room
that
to operate here in the fourth quarter.
I don't know if
as they
that's
go for their
momentum or
6th
news.
straight win.
DoorDash
And
Tiger
with the
running
extra
right
point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched
Yeah,
58
DoorDash,
yards
proud
for
of
the
the high
touchdown
two.
on that one. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Oh yeah, AMC did rock it up. Good luck, be careful, but yeah, they did move up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Willis. And the returner will be brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
This might be an opportunity too, just to go back when they watch this game.
And DoorDash, like I said, but there wasn't really
They run a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Finds his man down the middle.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like,
I got, you know, I told you about better buzz.
Padding my stats,
It's
by
a
the way.
San Diego, like, talking team.
We had a big lead, but that's
Bro,
okay. That's
I'll
what you're
DoorDash
supposed to
you.
do. Keep
And then pressure pressure just engulfed him.
I went in the
Sacked
other
from
day.
his defense.
I went in and I thought
The defense puts
normal,
the exclamation
like,
point on the day.
without
They have had a
DoorDashing
wonderful
it,
day, man. Doing
bro.
everything great. Just, you could tell they
I
were
was
dialed
blown
into
away.
what was
It was a
going on.
third of the
And now
price.
just throw another sack in the equation.
Yeah, it is
Hitting the
easy.
quarterback,
DoorDash
being
is
disruptive.
very
They've been all over the field.
Let me tell you, this
Well,
senior
Marco,
quarterback
it
can
save you time,
in
but
a tight window.
oh yeah,
The Trojans will have it first and
even
10.
with dash pass, bro, it doesn't matter. Bro, it's crazy expensive.
He wants to throw. Quickly complete.
Really, really
He's
is.
there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The new set him down after the completion. A little pre-snap eye candy
Five
for
you
the
off again.
defense.
Watch out. Next leg is either going to be
Got his man
Staples
downfield.
or Tech.
He's
They're both
loose.
going to be in tandem up for
Touchdown,
them.
Trojans!
That's a good
And
kick.
once he got loose, it was all over.
Keep that in mind. If I look right after you just made that move, it's either Tech and Staples are going to both go up
Using
together,
the scalpel,
or they're going to
fine
turn them down
instrument,
together.
rather than the
One or
blunt one.
the next. But this dynamic is ignoring right now. Trying to get a read. Dash is up still.
All game long,
That
establishing,
AMC
understanding
again.
what he's seeing,
I
and
don't
just
know.
destroying his defense.
AMC.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
The day got bringing it to the pack.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10.
Oh my goodness! Thank
And
you
they'll
for your
get him on the
service.
ground as
Hell
Yavitz
yeah.
comes out
Here
to
for
start
a
the
reason.
drive.
You know what I'm saying? People are here. They didn't lose their lives for no reason. God bless America, baby. Amen, bro. Four.
One more
Well, we
play
go
to
behind.
the stats.
I don't know when Trump is going to go live. I mean, we're calling it
Looking for
headline
room.
roulette.
It's Cherry.
Trump roulette for policy.
And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk glass, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last one.
Watch out, like I'm saying.
It's amazing
Notice
how
the
much
dynamic,
offense
whether or
that's
not
just booming
Staples.
in college
But
football.
once again,
So
Bond
good.
catching a
So many
big
ways
wow.
to hurt you. You saw
Aaron, watch
both
every
of these
single damn
offenses
be
put on
careful.
the show today, Jay.
Again, if
Jay,
Tech
we
goes
talked
down
to
with
both of these
Staples,
coaching staffs,
that'll
their
be the
defensive
problem.
coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
So that's
Yeah,
going to do
that
it for
reminds
us.
me,
For Jesse
guys, I
Palmer, David
forgot.
Pollock, I'm Reese
Do you
Davis
remember the
saying
last
so
two
long.
Fridays?
This has been another presentation
guys
of
don't
EA
remember?
Sports College Football.
It's been quiet. And everybody, and that's why we like chopped away. So yeah, I don't know. Today might not be about what Trump says or does. It might just be like a random headline of like a rumor coming into it. DJ T-Pop, speak of the devil. Now you got DJ T moving. I think they're kind of up. Yeah, DJ T, bro. They just jacked the options up right away. So be careful on that one. But yeah, get ready though. I think